Let's start this one with a round of applause. And this is for us, but Tottenham United.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, who are you applauding?
Nah, this for us.
Yeah.
Obviously. 2-2.
It wasn't either of these teams, that's for sure.
No, they played horrendous. But but for sure, one thing that I am still, and I would die on this hill, United is looking somewhat promising from last year.
Yeah.
Not promising in the sense they're going to win the league, obviously, but promising in the sense that there's at least some sense of wanting to play.
Yeah, the desire is there. You know, they still
It's a 2-2.
They still kind of feel like a bunch of disconnected Lego pieces.
Yeah.
But they're excited, so then I'm excited for them. Iwan yelled at me when I called them boring. It's like, you know what? What I meant was not their playing is boring, because I do like watching the Cunha and Buemo.
Yeah.
What I meant was it just talking about.
Oh, that was you?
He was like Julian, United are a lot of things, but boring isn't one of them. And I laughed because I was like, you know what? Because I misspoke in terms of what I meant. I meant it's so boring, and it has been. Maybe it's changed. It's just boring talking about them in the news.
Yeah.
Oh, so and so's unhappy. Someone's linked to here. Where are they gonna bring this guy in?
Yeah.
And then all of that to then have the performances that they were having. But they do have some exciting players now. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they're the most exciting to watch, or that the energy is translating to enthusiasm for most of the fans.
Yeah. But my thing is, what's the missing? I think the missing piece for now, right now, would be a good midfielder for them.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And more of a 6. I would say. I won't really say Sergio Busquets kind of deal, because they need someone that actually will carry the ball.
I was gonna say,
is defensive. So someone like Kante. But where do
you
find that someone?
You know what is so funny now, especially knowing his track record recently. If they could if they could have gotten Romeo Lavia from 4 years ago when he was at Southampton, that's who you need.
Yeah.
Because they need somebody that can alleviate some pressure on the back line, but they also need somebody with legs that can move through the midfield, because they've got two great passers in Fernandes and Casemiro.
The only person that I see for that job for right now is Baleba, or someone that will be. Because I thought personally that Meno will do it, but I don't know, because Meno is not good off ball. He can carry the ball forward, but he makes a lot of mistakes too. I just wonder if he had kind of forged Meno to be the guy for that position, especially that you already have someone like that, and you don't have to pay.
And it seems obvious that Emery is not interested in cultivating that kind of player. He'd rather go outward, and that happens a lot. You've seen evidence both ways of being able to sort of like craft a player from someone that's already established. It's not that you're necessarily, because Menu is young, but he's not necessarily young enough to where you can completely reverse play style. Like, he's ingrained. The skills that he has are the skills that he needs to refine. You can teach him a few more things, but you can't necessarily create an out-and-out different player entirely. But he seems disinterested in having him even in the squad, and that's wild to me. He does need playtime, and whether you want to let him go or not, whether he's satisfied with you and you him or not, he needs minutes, because if anything, you've got to keep him. You got to keep him fresh, and other clubs need to be able to look at him as well. Yeah. Unless he's just that atrocious in training that you're like, you know what, his stock will go down if I put him out there. But you know what, I don't think it's that bad.
Mm-hmm. MOM too. I think this game kind of showed a little bit of immaturity in the sense that of managing the game. You had substitute 5 people, then you end up playing 10 against. And I don't think the game was going necessarily bad, but that's just my opinion. I don't feel like that amount of substitute, and it's not like they even helped that much. But Diallo is my guy. I like the guy. I think one thing that the team has to do is put him on some sort of regimen that enhances, just put on more muscle, because that will help him. Yeah. That was a heck of an assist to Mbeumo. And Mbeumo, so far, I think is the transfer of the summer.
I would agree.
In that league.
I would agree.
I just don't think that everybody has matched its productivity, especially in terms of making sure, or at least encouraging the team when they're down by the play, not just a word of mouth.
Because part of what a winger does is to feed the ball back inside through crosses into the box for a center forward, or back into the midfield right outside the box to create some sort of more intricate buildup. When your central midfield is unable to get legs going forward, all that they can do is really send out long balls down the wing for your wing backs and wingers to catch up with, and that's what they do. The issue is that Mbeumo's sitting there a lot of the time with the ball.
No one
doesn't have anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Another thing is, I wonder what will help them too, because Cunha played ahead, but I feel like Cunha is better coming from the left, not necessarily being a striker. They need someone too that will like fill up that position. Yeah. And I think that's why they brought in Sesko. But Sesko's not, first of all, playing the amount of money they bought him for
sure.
And he's not even doing the job as well as I thought he would.
Yeah, Cunha really works well as a number 10 underneath, kind of disturbing and causing problems. He's not the guy that you want for the final touch. He's the guy, really, that because he's so athletic and because he's so technical on the ball, any defender near him has to kind of honor the fact that he needs to get. So, like, you kind of use Cunha to pull people out of position to allow the more brutish kind of center forward with a good finish, more open space with a one-on-one with the keeper. So having him that up front, kind of not being the jokester, kind of prankster kind of role, it takes away a lot of his assets.
Well, Tottenham has a good team too, but I just don't know their problem. They got Mwani, Richarlison, and Richarlison curse might be real. So whenever he scores, he removes his jersey. It looks like the game is gonna end up one or the other way, either in the draw or the team is gonna win. Yeah, and
Mickey Van de Ven is a great defender. They brought in Xavi Simons, who looks a little bit lost.
Yeah.
But they also brought in João Palhinha, who looks very solid and very, very knowledgeable and aware of what he needs to do. So it's not necessarily that they've had a string of unsuccessful signings or like extreme drops of form from other players. They just have to figure it out tactically.
I think this squad hasn't clicked yet. I think that would be it. Because Simons is not bad.
He's not bad.
He just don't. He's like a vague, weird space, vacuumy kind of play. He don't know what to do.
He's very excited about the idea of making something happen, so much so that he forgets to actually try to make it happen. Seriously, it's kind of like a dog chasing a car. It's like, I'm so excited to get there, and then when I get there, what am I supposed to do with this fucking thing? I don't know what to do with it.
I think that's the problem. But Van de Ven, he's good too. I don't know if you saw his goal in the Champions League, running from the back. Okay, so I'm excited. See what this league's hold for us.